Hey everyone, we have an excellent show with our pal Josh Johnson coming up in a second, but first I want to let you know we're going on tour. It's kicking off in Memphis, Tennessee, Thursday, November 6th. We're going to be in Huntsville. We're going all through the South. And then also, we've added a fourth show in Boston at the Wilbur. Get your tickets to that. That is Friday the 12th. We can't wait to see it. We're announcing more tour dates very soon, so keep your eyes peeled. But for now, enjoy the show. Opa! Welcome everybody to Stavvy's World, 904-800-STAV. Call in. We'll solve all your problems. We have Josh Johnson on the couch. What's up, big dog? How you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah. I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm feeling powerful. It's a nice day. I city biked over here.
Yeah.
I am like, I don't know. I'm trying to get active.
Do you feel more powerful after you've been active?
Dude, especially the electric city bikes when you're cruising up there.
Yeah.
I can't go that fast. You know what I mean? You feel like a god on those
It
shits.
is low key like the Viagra of cycling.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where you're like, look how fast I'm going. It's like you are kind of going that fast, but it's not all you.
Dude, and let me tell you, as an avid user of both, I can't imagine life without dick pills or on a dude. If I was on a regular, sometimes they're not available, and I have to like take a short ride. It's pathetic.
Can I tell you?
I really feel I'm huffing and puffing. I'm going like maybe half a mile an hour.
Yeah, as soon as they make like the Blue Chew of running, we'll all be more fit.
Dude, have you seen, they have like they'll have like shoes. I saw something that was going around where it was like almost like shoes with like kind of these little wheels, and every time you would step, it would just kind of propel you. It would be nice.
That feels like a falling hazard. I'm more of a mind of like, I just want the shocks to finally do their job.
You want a real bounce.
Because they look like they will help you dunk.
The Nike Shocks, of course.
Yeah.
Classic shoe. I believe Vince Carter, those were his shoes.
Yeah.
Those were the coolest fucking shoes you could have.
Those were the best heels you could wear.
Yeah, they really were heels for men.
You know what I mean? You saw those and it didn't even feel like heels. Sometimes you see dress shoes.
Yeah.
And you're like, all right, there's a little gap.
Of course.
That's pretty heel-like.
One of my first experiences of children mocking adults was in middle school. We had a substitute teacher who wore like I guess Chelsea boots or something, and boy oh boy did he was also the football coach who no one respected. We were bad.
Yeah.
And so it was like everyone was waiting for something to make fun of him for, and he was click-clacking. It was awesome to see like the click-clack and being a grown man and you're still, 5'8" with them.
Yeah.
And I say that as a proud 5'7" warrior, by the way.
Yeah, but okay. When you are like doing the most masculine thing possible, there is a tipping point where you are in serious danger of like falling off. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like if you are the football coach, but also y'all keep losing, that's gonna lead people to be like, you're actually not the alpha that you're walking around like.
Absolutely.
And then you try to have style.
You try to have style, and he also just cared what children thought. That's really what it was. It was like, and you know what's funny? I believe this guy then went on to my high school as well. And then he was a defensive coordinator, and then he like switched over to a rival high school. Like these guys have like, you look back at it and you're like, this was a 40-year-old man who was like invested in the like drama of a high school football league. Yeah, and he really was as pathetic. And the thing is, those children were right to mock him, and children really can. It's like you feel vibes at that age. You don't know anything else, but you know when someone's pathetic. Yeah. Because if you want a child to like you as an adult, you are pathetic. Yeah. You seek their approval. You're a fucking loser.
They don't even have like disposable income. No, you're trying to impress the people who have the least going on.
They have no power in society. You know what I mean? They're just like you should be leaving them to their own little devices.
It is crazy though, because if you I look back at this one instance that was exactly what you're talking about, and it was just so perfectly it was almost, it felt like it was out of a movie, the way that it was so transparent.
Yeah.
I played like pitching machine baseball and like peewee. Like I did baseball for a little bit. It was not good.
Where'd you grow up?
Louisiana.
Okay.
And so was not good at all.
Sure.
And was not trying to be good.
I was scared of baseball as a child.
Not only was I scared of the machine,
the machine would have freaked me the fuck out.
The machine, the thing with the machine that bothered me is people act like it's not a slower gun. They're like, stand here.
It's a very shitty slow gun.
You've been avoiding projectiles your entire little life.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, you will actually, something will happen and your parents will get mad at you for not getting out of the way.
Right. Yeah. Now I'm supposed to fight those instincts.
Yeah.
You've been telling me my whole life.
Yeah.
I have to stand in front of this thing.
I have to stand in front
of
it. And I have to swing at the right time so people will clap.
Yeah.
I won't actually win anything.
No.
But people will clap. Anyway, so we were in the middle of a rant. Our coach was giving us a rant about how.
And you're about how old here? What do we think? What are we talking?
I was little.
So if it's peewee machine pitch, we're talking like
played from like I feel like I played from 8 to 11.
That makes sense.
Or maybe
I was gonna say 10 or something like that. Yeah.
And he's in the middle of calling us the most godforsaken team he's ever seen in his life. We also couldn't be smaller.
10-year-olds, yeah.
We also couldn't be smaller.
You're probably all cute too.
We were small for our age.
Right.
We really were like a worse version of Bad News Bears.
Yeah.
And so then he's in the middle of calling us the worst godforsaken team he's ever seen. And as he got to like godforsaken, his dentures almost flew out.
Oh no.
And so he's like, y'all are the worst. And then as he's like trying to hold it together, first of all, some kids start crying because they don't know what dentures are.
Yeah, they don't know what's going on.
So they think his head coming out. Like they straight up think his head coming out.
We're so bad. Our coach is dissolving in front of us.
Because they were like there were a couple kids that started crying because they were like,
his eyeballs are next.
and then he's like, starts trying to push him back in, and he's like, shut up. Nobody laugh at me.
Oh my, nobody laugh at me.
And a grown man saying nobody laugh at me is like sadder. It's one of the saddest things.
Yeah, absolutely. With his teeth coming out, yeah.
Nobody laugh at me there's never been a better read on a person that they gave.
If you say that like non-ironically, you're
nobody
so
laugh
defeated.
at me.
You're so defeated. Teeth coming out of your mouth, children.
I'm surprised he didn't kill all of us.
Yeah.
Just so that no one could tell the story.
I mean, it is that the psychology of a like little league coach who is not, was he related to anyone?
I don't think so. Because
That's
my soccer coaches were almost always somebody's dad.
Exactly. That's classic. That's classic. Somebody's dad, even like, friend of the family, like if somebody who used to play and knows, like, has a relationship with somebody, whatever. But when it was like a guy who was just some guy who wanted to yell at children, who like had the most pathetic is somebody who no family, has no access to kids.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you meet a lot of parents who like, they want the worst. A really bad type of parent is someone who's like, I have nothing going for me. My family has to listen to me. You know what I mean? Like that's definitely the type of guy, particularly if we're getting religious or we're getting into some kind of structure or like ethnic. We're old world boys here, Eastern Europeans. I mean, that's our dads were fully like that, where they had nothing going and they're like, well, here I am, the king. I am the king of this below the poverty line castle. And when you have like a guy who didn't even do that. He's like a middle manager if he's lucky. No kids, no nothing. And he's like, probably wasn't even a good athlete. He's like, I have to coach peewee football. To yell at 7-year-olds, that's fucking crazy. That's also sad, dude.
The thing about your kid is that they aren't supposed to know if you're a loser.
Right.
Like that is why there are dads that wield that, like, you have to like listen to me and go by. It's
of course.
It's like this is the perfect setup for it, because especially growing up in the South, you get a lot of this.
Of course,
it's like the idea is that you listen, you respect your elders, because respect for your elders teaches you to respect people. Because the one of the main things that I do feel like has been lost, and like, I don't know, some of it's good and some of it's bad, but there is a thing of like, if to respect someone just because they are older than you, teaches you to respect strangers for no reason.
Like
it is,
it's a social order type thing,
and not just for older people, for people your age, for people below you. It's like respecting people for no reason is practice at respecting everybody. So it's a little, it's like on its face, it's like a little dumb, but the intention behind it is good. And so then the other thing is that hopefully, if you have the right people around you that are older than you, they've made a lot of mistakes you won't have to make, or they just know how like certain paths go so they can tell you, so then you would listen to them, right? And none of that accounts for when someone's a loser.
Absolutely.
Like no. Every good intention of like you saying Eastern European or Southern upbringing all stems from the idea that this person really does know more than you.
Absolutely.
And every time as a kid, especially a teenager, because you start to get an awareness of yourself, every time as a kid you realize that the person you're talking to doesn't actually know more than you.
Tough.
It's not just like annoying, it's scary. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like it would be annoying to be like, all right, I gotta listen to whoever. It's like I gotta listen to my cousin, but my cousin's just older than me. My cousin doesn't know more than me, whatever. But then if it is like your dad, now you're like, wait, but the house is in your name. What do you mean you don't know?
Me getting water is up to you.
It's like that's that, and so I think that's where a lot of it comes from. I mean, I had admittedly a dark moment where I remember the first time that somebody just like ragged on me for being old, but like for no reason. Like I really was minding my own business.
What's going on? Where was this?
This was when I used to work at a grocery store.
Okay.
And there was someone younger than me at the grocery store.
You were a TJ's guy?
And
I remember this.
And basically, they were going on and on and on. We're like 4 years apart, by the way. So this already also
That's
insane.
the funniest. When a like 21-year-old talks about 25-year-old being
It's exactly
old.
what happened. I was 25. Dude, you've nailed it. I was 25. I was literally minding my own business.
Stocking some Trader Giotto's gnocchi,
making sure that the front area was faced correctly, so it's all even. Makes you want to buy it more, so you can pluck one right out of the perfect face.
It's the best.
Anyway, I'm minding my own business. Apparently, 2 other coworkers were like trying to guess how old I was, but then someone walked by who just knew. So then they said 25. Then the 21-year-old walks up to me and is like, "You're 25?" I was like, yeah, as I'm like putting cans of soup up.
Yeah, of course.
And she was like, oh, that's so old. And then I was like, and I think it really was the first time that someone tried to like make me feel old that was just younger than me and everything like that. And I turned to her and I was like, oh, okay. I hope you never turn 25.
Up the ante.
And I was just like,
she's being annoying. You're like, I hope you die.
And then she was like, oh, what? Like, why would you say that? I'm like, no, you think being old is gross. I hope you never get old.
I hope you never do it.
Don't do it.
On your 24th birthday.
Oh, I can hear my elbow. Oh, no.
You don't want to hear that. You don't want to feel that creak.
Yeah,
that is the flip side of, there is when you realize most adults are just fucking dumbasses that kept going. That a lot of like respect your elders it's actually you could say it's the original participation trophy. It's like you participated in so many years of life that you get default respect, but you haven't really earned it for the most part. But the flip side of that is somebody who is 21 not understanding like it's coming for you. That's
the best case scenario.
If you are lucky, it's coming for you.
If you don't get sick, it's coming for you.
And it's not looking good if you have an illness now. You're not. You probably can't pay for it.
You also
bad.
like if you get sick at 21, you're sick. Because 21, at 21, your immune system is beating the absolute ever loving crap out of diseases you don't even know you have. Like people literally are like walking sick. I remember there was this documentary about people who like are skinny obese, where they basically have such a terrible diet that they are killing themselves, but they just their metabolism is so fast they don't see it.
Right.
And so these people literally just end up in the hospital at like 28. And the people in the nurse will be like, your blood pressure is lasers. You I don't even know how you're awake right now. Like, you should be dead.
Absolutely.
And it's like, why, how do you live like this? And they're like, I don't know, I just slam 26 Cokes a day.
What we're wasting our youth on in America is crazy.
Yeah.
We're wasting it on like fucking 7-Eleven hot dogs. I mean, we did it did it on we've mentioned many times, pints of Ben and Jerry's. We got up to 2 pints a day here at one point in this very apartment. That was us at 25. And then just getting really drunk, whatever. It is sad how much like that's the pinnacle of your body, and it's like what are we really doing? It's not raising a family. Like, that's I feel like we're bouncing back because that's the age you're supposed to be. Like, in nature, 24 is like the end of, that's when you have your 7th kid. You know what I mean? It's like you're supposed to be using that bounce, but instead of using it to treat hangovers and to treat having like $40 worth of Taco Bell or whatever. That's what you should be using it for, but not us, baby. We use it to stay up all night, go to an open mic, use all my drink tickets, drinks people left on there, that kind of shit.
I mean, I do feel like people are just using the space, though. They're filling the space with what used to, because look, buying a house, adjusted for inflation, was still like half a year's salary. You know what I mean?
Totally.
So it's like now you technically can't do all the adult things that like the big people expect you to do by 22 because they did it by like 19.
Sure.
It's like there's a little bit of a 1 to 2 year grace period, but all the things you're supposed to be doing have been offset by how bad everything is. And so you are filling the time and space with stuff, because that's just like there's the whole was it Kevin O'Leary or whatever,
Mr. Wonderful?
Yeah.
Oh, watch what you say. This is maybe the #1 Mr. Wonderful super fan.
Really? Wow.
I love Shark Tank.
You love his politics, too.
I wish he shut his trap about all the politics.
You demand that Mamdani meet with him. That was the funniest thing in the world, where O'Leary, a Canadian billionaire, was like, I tried to talk to Zoran, but he wouldn't meet with me. It's like, who gives a fuck what you think, you fucking idiot? But
it is crazy how like people, like elites, keep giving accidental W's.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like, I called this guy and he said he didn't have time for me, and you're like, that actually sounds dope.
That's awesome. I wish more politicians wouldn't immediately suck every billionaire's cock who offered it. Folks, this podcast, you could characterize the personalities on it as big shitters. Me and El Sula, Lord knows the toilets in our shared apartments over the years have struggled. Luckily for them, we have both become bidet aficionados in the last years, thanks to our pals at Tushy. That's right, when you've got the kind of excrement coming out of our holes, we're talking pounds and pounds. We're talking manure, basically. Can you imagine the toilet paper consumption to clean up asses that large with shits that messy? We were pretty much chopping down forest after one meal of chicken tikka masala. But now with Tushy, a jet of water shoots up your hole, cleans you out like you're a fresh newborn baby. I've never had a cleaner feeling in my ass, and I thank our pals at Tushy for introducing me to the bidet lifestyle. I was a little hesitant, but let me tell you, if it can work for me, if it can clean off what's coming out of my ass, it can work for you. We love them. It will instantly change the way you take a nice Ducerino. It's like a spa for your hole every time you shit. You're gonna love it. We love it. It was so easy to install, so easy to use. You're gonna have a great time. Your cheeks will never be cleaner. Your little I believe one of the phrases Tushy uses to describe it is leather Cheerio will never be cleaner. Remember, a-hole is only a dirty word if you wipe. For a limited time, our listeners get 10% off their first bidet order when you use code STAVVY10 at checkout. STAVVY 10 at checkout. That's 10% off your first bidet order at hellotushy.com with promo code STAVVY10. It's so pathetic. What's this?
So basically, he has a lot of old school and like old world beliefs that are not adjusted for inflation. They aren't being realistic to the current predicament that people find themselves in. So he's a very much like a don't have the avocado toast and the coffee type guy.
I love that.
And it's like
I love that.
My thing is that stuff, there's still a belief that like that stuff makes up the difference. Even when you show him, even when you tell him, like, you were talking about like anywhere from a couple hundred to maybe $1,000 a year. Now to even his point though, if you are exactly $1,000 in credit card debt, then these are the things you could be doing to be in no credit card debt. But the problems are so much bigger than that.
Yeah, who cares?
That people getting by is not the same as like getting ahead. Like he is living in a fantasy world, and I don't even think it's an earnest fantasy world. This dude is living in a fantasy world because it keeps the machine churning.
For sure.
That you can save your way to $1 billion.
Oh yeah.
And that is
that you
just
don't
not
have to
logical.
just ruin the lives of thousands of people. That's the only way to get $1 billion.
The only two ways to get $1 billion are to be an absolute monster, or, and this is back when we still sold DVDs
of an absolute monster,
when we still sold DVDs.
Yeah.
Like, let's say if Kevin Hart got like a third of the country to buy Grown Little Man,
sure,
he would have been a billionaire, and it would have been pretty ethical.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, that is
but
true.
But we're out of those commodities. Everything is like subscription based. Even the physical things, there's still a barrier to entry to sell people who like your stuff the physical thing. You know what I mean? So it's like they have to have a record player to even really want to buy your vinyl.
Sure.
They have to have like a DVD player to want to get your. But selling physical is actually the future, because then it will become more than just like old school vintage novelty.
Yeah.
And it'll break into like the direct line to the people who you create things for, that they will be able to have it. So then that way, past any form of censorship, and past any form of like messiness with platforms.
Yeah, we'll take it back. Because Amazon, yeah, exactly. Amazon does this thing where they're like, oh, when you buy it, that means you can watch it whenever you want. That doesn't mean you own it.
Yeah.
And they can just take something off of their fucking platform, which is fucking insane.
And they don't refund you they don't go by and be like, all right, we took 3 titles off.
Yeah.
And you spent a total of $60 on them because they were $20 each when they first came out, which is when you wanted to watch it, and we said you own it, so here's your $60 rebate. It's no one's really keeping up with that. And even if there's an effort to, it still doesn't make up for the fact you literally didn't want that money. You wanted the thing.
Yeah.
It's
totally.
like, I don't want $20 so I can have this movie.
I want to watch Crank 2.
Yeah.
Whenever I want.
The best Crank.
That's a good one.
The fact that he woke up.
Yeah, I know. I love when a movie will just be like, the guy's dead, and then it's like, psych. Sequel, the Chris Hemsworth Extraction. The first one's really good. It came out during the pandemic, and it was like, Chris Hemsworth basically like, have you seen it? He's trying to like some kid. There's a kidnapped kid. It's in India.
Oh.
It ends. He's shot full of bullets and in the fucking like ocean or like some river.
Yeah.
And then there's he just survives. But I love that. I do love that. I think more shit should be inexplicable, and it's like, fuck it, who cares? It's a movie. But
I think I'm mixing up Chris Hemsworth movies now, because wasn't he in something called like Black Hat or something like that?
Black Hat is a Michael Mann hacker movie.
I thought that was Extraction.
No.
So I've watched the first 5 minutes of Black Hat, did not like it.
Yeah.
And then I kept seeing Extraction, and I was like, why do they keep showing me this
pretty
movie?
Good. Extraction's pretty good.
I'll watch it now.
Second one's not as good. First one was a banger.
Do you think it's hard for the second movie to be as good if they should be dead? Do you feel like you're watching a ghost the whole time?
No. In fact, I love it because it's like they tell you this is a stupid thing. You know what I mean? Like I like my action movies to be completely illogical. I don't need it to be based in reality. And it's like, please let him just come back. I don't give a fuck.
How do you feel about the John Wick movies?
Oh, how do I feel about the John Wick? Some of the finest cinema.
It is absolutely impeccable.
It's so good. The fourth one, great. The
only thing I didn't like about the fourth one, spoiler alert. The only thing...
Pause this, put a big siren, Eldis.
Yeah.
Because even though John Wick 4 came out, 2 years ago... We will not spoil it for anyone on this podcast. That's how much we love the franchise. No.
You never know who's late.
Of course.
So skip 10 seconds if you haven't seen the end of John Wick. The fact that he dies the way he dies was a little annoying to me. Just because I feel like John Wick, you got to hit him with a truck. Like he needs to be splattered or something. Because he's taken bullets before.
Well,
and he's, you know what I mean?
But Josh, is he dead?
This is my thing.
Is he dead?
This is all I wanted. At the end of the movie, I want to be like, okay, they buried him, whatever.
Yeah.
And then
that is kind of the vibe.
It's kind of the vibe. But then the two people who were there that would have carried his body back to New York are also there, kind of talking about him being dead just to each other.
Yeah.
So who's the LARP for if he's alive?
True.
We
might find out. We might find out in the fifth one.
And I mean, I get that Keanu Reeves is like, guys, it hurts my body.
I mean, that's the thing. He deserves like a Medal of Honor. For what he's
him
doing.
being in the Anna de Arms one, the ballerina, was great.
Yeah,
I thought him that almost made up for the ending of 4 for me because I loved 4 so much.
Sure. And I like the ending. I like the send-off / is he actually dead? Now, I will say about Ballerina, I had tickets to see it in theaters, and I had to shit. And so I had to go back to my hotel room, and I still have not seen Ballerina. But not only had I tickets to see it, I was going to sneak in. This is my move for a while. I was going to sneak in a pint of low-calorie ice cream, which we did when we saw, what did we see?
Mickey 17 in LA.
17 in LA.
Yeah.
There was a grocery store right next to it, and I just had to shit so bad that I unfortunately have not seen Ballerina, and I do have to rectify that. I almost watched it on a Delta flight coming back to America from Scotland, but I did not.
I'm so scared to watch any action movie on a flight because I don't know if they're going to edit. Because I swear sometimes they don't show at the front, this film has been edited for content, but then they still edit it.
They'll edit it, and especially don't watch anything that has plane crashes in it. They'll edit it out of a plane movie.
Yeah.
So it'll be like a movie will just not make sense.
Yeah. Will be 7 minutes long. Yeah.
Oh man, that's good stuff.
But I will say, going to Ballerina, what I like about going to super violent movies is just showing up to see who laughs, so that I know how many. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's one right there.
Sure.
He's another one.
My community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there are some things that happen, especially in the Wick franchise, that are just so obscenely funny.
Absolutely.
Like literally when he in the first one, he hits that dude in the neck, and that guy's like, "Oh, my neck!" But then he's reloading, and then shoots him in the head. I'm like, that is because you knew he had a gun,
totally.
But then you get hit in the neck, and you're like, "This has never happened to me before. This hurts."
Yeah.
And then bow.
It is awesome that the subtext is so many of these guys are just unstoppable. But it's it's John Wick, man. He's the fucking Baba Yaga, dude. You can't fuck with him.
What I really love about it is the brevity, because even when someone is a badass and they come for him or whatever, it does remind you oh yeah, anybody could get shot.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Which is kind of again why I like the ending, and
sure,
and also in the first one he's gonna get got. If it wasn't for Willem Dafoe, who I've sat in a car with. We talked. I think we already told the story. I bombed in front of him. I was trying to get him to like me. I was really blowing it.
Oh, Willem Dafoe.
That's tough when you're just really. I'm sure you've been around famous people. You're like, fuck, I gotta bring it, and then you're just like. I don't know. I'm not gonna say you did bad. I'm sure you were very nice and charming, but I've blown it.
No, I've done bad.
Yeah,
yeah. I feel like whenever you, and maybe I don't know, maybe you have had a different experience, but I feel like when you do comedy, people assume you're comfortable in every situation,
right?
Because you're comfortable in front of people,
and it's tough when they're like looking at you to be funny and just like, you know, at a bar or whatever, and you're like, I did it. That was my best.
I feel like when it is similar to when like a magician is out but without a deck of cards.
Yeah.
They're like, do something magic bad, and he's like, none of that stuff is real.
Sorry,
and
man.
I actually have nothing on me right now.
Yeah.
Like I was just trying to have dinner.
Yeah.
So sorry.
It is brutal, but
yeah. So you just felt like you
know, when you're just unexpected. I also hadn't been able to psych myself up to be like ready to be like, all right, gotta fucking bring it.
Yeah,
you know, gotta bring it.
I wonder how like I've thought about this before with actors, how annoying some of their interactions must be, but I just feel like outside of maybe someone doing the goblin voice to him,
sure,
people don't have like you know, the dude from Napoleon Dynamite, people would just do that. Like John Heater, like
definitely,
like they would just do that to
100%.
him all the time, I assume.
For sure.
But like Willem Dafoe, you're like,
now if I saw John Heater, I think I would quote Blades of Glory. That's much more my That's my movie. I watched that recently. Holds up. Blades of Glory, very funny still.
But I'm trying to think of what an annoying person would do.
Sure.
That's
oh yeah,
like
definitely
their worst interaction. And I feel like Willem Dafoe would probably just be meeting someone that keeps calling him William.
Yeah, William Dafoe would be good.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, I think I really considered bringing up Boondock Saints, and I'm glad I didn't. You know, you ever seen Boondock Saints?
Yeah.
Classic. Mm-hmm. Classic. The classic video where he's like, he likes jazz music, but he's gay. That's or whatever.
It is an interesting thing.
What a movie, man. And to get an actor that good in that stupid of a fucking movie, that's so good. So fucking good.
It is crazy too how like I don't know. I think that movie is great because it really like wasn't supposed to happen.
Oh, for sure.
Like fundamentally wasn't supposed to happen. And I watched the documentary about the making of it.
Of Boondock Saints?
Yeah.
Fuck. We got a new movie we gotta watch, Elders.
It's even weirder than you think. Because the whole like because you know the story of like bartender writes a script and then it gets in front of like Harvey Weinstein.
It's the only movie he's ever made, and he's like a dumb. Like that movie makes John Wick look like, you know, The Conversation or something.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy how... Because John Wick, you could argue, is the pinnacle of dumb guy cinema.
Sure.
Because it is like... Oh, dude, all the fucking chicks, all the world is run by sexy rockabilly chicks. And it's it's just like these concepts. You pay for everything with the gold coin. It's like, and everything costs one gold coin.
It's like,
it's just
it's
so fucking stupid and stylized, but it's awesome. It works. It does work, you know?
Yeah.
Whereas Boondock Saints, it's like a similar type of guy, a less sophisticated, like, dumbass wrote. You could tell. Like,
I mean,
because also I think John Wick, the director was the stuntman with Keanu, so he understands movies. And this guy really is just a dumb Irish bartender who was like, what if two fucking Irish guys were the smartest and most dangerous guys in the world? And that's basically the fucking premise.
Yeah, I mean, it is very fun that there's no inflation in John Wick.
Yeah.
Across 4 movies.
True. Everything still costs a gold coin.
1 gold coin.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like he gave
Thanks for the high table. Yeah, sometimes. And that's the thing. Sometimes he would tip, and it's like, wait, you just gave him 100% tip? I guess, look, you're a generous guy, but, you know.
Yeah. But
sometimes I believe maybe in the first one, it's a coin per body. When the guy comes to clean it up.
Oh, yes.
There really is no rhyme or reason.
But then it's like a coin for a stay at the Continental.
For how many? Just for a week?
I feel like he always gave 1 coin.
Yeah.
And I guess you get to stay as long as you want.
I guess so.
But then that made it weird because then when the guy he wanted to kill was like, a man could stay here forever. It's like, is it all included off of one coin?
Right.
Because then John could just stay forever.
I think, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyway, said all that to say that I got to find it because it's a documentary about the making of it, how the guy who wrote it lost his mind.
Yeah.
And this is before
his name Troy Duffy.
And so it's like basically this before any of like Harvey Weinstein's like legal cases start, anything like that. And yeah, I believe this is it. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And insanely in this thing, I don't know who made it.
The good guy is Harvey Weinstein?
Kind of. Like, like Harvey Weinstein is like...
Comes off as reasonable.
he at least comes off as like, wow, this guy's like really mean to me and I helped him. Like,
oh man, that's
like
awesome.
It's really crazy. It's like it bothered this guy bothered Harvey Weinstein enough that at I think like the 2000 whatever Oscars, somebody walked up to Harvey Weinstein, who was like a reporter or something.
Yeah.
And Weinstein was like, I was right about Troy Duffy, wasn't I? Man's a jerk.
Damn, dude, that's awesome.
It's really crazy, yeah.
All right, well, we'll put it on our watch list. Go up. What's it called, Hildas? Overnight.
I think that's it.
Yeah,
whatever it was, I watched it in college. So this is around the I wasn't in college then, but I saw it in college, and so this is around the like right timing. But I feel like there's a couple of these that have been made.
A couple documentaries on
Boondock
Saints?
Not necessarily on Troy Duffy, because this one I feel like is more Troy Duffy and it's more his perspective.
Okay.
There's one that got made like from the outside looking in.
Holy fuck, there's more than this is incredible.
I think there's more than one of these.
We will do this research. Was that where it was like college, like as a kid, were you watching these kinds of movies where you're like, because we could sneak them. My mom was very funny. She tried to be strict sometimes, but then shit would just fall through the cracks and like, I'm in Baltimore City, southeast Baltimore. The sun is shining. I'm wearing a tank top. The only thing that could complete this day, you guessed it, a nice cold twisted tea. I came down here to visit family. It's October. I thought it would be cold. No. It's still feeling like summertime out here. But even if there was a chill in the air, even though what I'm going to do today is grill up on my backyard with some ice cold twisted teas, even when that little fall autumn chill comes across and I'm in a cardigan, you think that's going to stop me from having the twisted tea? You're out of your fucking mind, Chief. Twisted tea, what a bevy. Goes down smooth, real iced tea, none of this fucking fake bullshit. Okay, brewed with the good shit, 5% per volume, no pesky carbonation to slow you down, you know what I'm saying? They go right down the gullet. God, what a beverage. Is there a promo code? Fuck no. Twisted Tea is basically just paying us to spread awareness for their beverage. They don't even give a fuck. Honestly, I want you to buy it, but Twisted Tea's good. That's how good the fucking product is. You want to be a piece of shit and don't buy it? That's fine. But you're a fucking asshole. You're an asshole who doesn't know how to keep it twisted. That's right, folks. Go listen. No promo code, no nothing. They don't even give a fuck if this ad leads to sales directly. They just want to get the word out, and we're happy to do it. Go buy a Twisted Tea wherever Twisted Teas are sold. Can you do me that favor? You little fucking pieces of shit.
It is crazy. I mean, that's why kids and like pets end up getting what they want. You just need the persistence. Because like
kids and pets.
You just can't, like when your dog whines, like if a dog wants to get out of the crate, it whines because it's willing to whine 1 second longer than you have patience.
Yeah, sure.
So then you let it out of the crate, and even without a real like sense of time, you know, like they say dogs have no sense of time. The dog knows I need to do this for 18 minutes plus one.
Yeah.
And then I'll get out.
Sure.
And that's why some dogs are so hard to train and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so like I feel like kids also have that effect where they're like, this is the thing I want. It's the only thing I want. And it's like, I have a singular attitude about it because I'm not like a farmer's son.
And I have nothing. And by the way, my life is very simple. Like versus my mom, who it's like working 2 jobs, 3 kids. Like you just got to catch her on one overwhelmed day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then it's like, yeah, I get to watch a fucking movie with guns in it and I get to have pizza.
You also have to ask in like a confusing way. Because if you ask the same way, they'll know it's the same thing.
Yeah.
But if you walk in, parents exhausted,
sure,
ready to pass out, and then you're like, may I watch a history miniseries?
yeah.
Now all of a sudden you're watching Rome on HBO.
Right.
You're seeing boobs.
You're seeing huge dongling dicks.
You're like, whoa.
I'm interested, mother. I'm interested in history, mother.
Yeah.
I mean, that did happen. I think I've told the story before where it's like we were into Dragon Ball Z and my mom didn't want us to watch like, violent movies, and she went to we were a big library movie family, and she went to the library and she's like, oh, and she saw some like anime shit. And she gives it to my little brother, and it was straight up hentai. and I guess the library same exact thing happened. Some old woman at the library was like, "Oh, okay, this is like that Japanimation that's sweeping." And my brother was just like, I remember my brother being like scared to tell me and our other brother like, "Oh, you guys should watch this." Like he couldn't even bring himself to be like, and we were like, whoa, dude.
Yeah.
We were he was literally too young to jack off. Like he didn't even jack off. I mean, who knows, maybe, but he was like just too young to jack off. Like if that had hit our house like 2 years later, would have been a big problem. But that, parents will, and increasingly I feel like that's happening. Like if our parents didn't know it was happening, it's like, what the these like the kids with what they are, whatever fucking message boards like the next political assassin is going to be on. Like the guy who fucking killed Charlie Kirk, it's like you don't even know what he's into. He's like a furry.
So did they say they kept saying he was like a groiper?
But that's just because people have heard of that. Like that's like that. I guess people really first, obviously, like Republicans wanted him to be gay and communist, right? And it's like he might be sort of gay, but he's not a communist. Like he's not a leftist.
So,
and then I think the left, like, or even Democrats, wanted him to be some kind of like discreet conservative thing. And groypers are that's like the Nick Fuentes, like, fuck it. But I don't think he's that either. I think he's just a weird fucking kid in a country where everyone just gets guns and shit.
It seems like such a meme. It seems like such a meme way to go about everything.
That's a good point.
And
it's very meme forward.
I thought everyone was saying that he was like in that corner of the internet because of the writing on the
bullets,
the gun, and stuff like that.
If you're reading this, you're gay. LMAO. It's insane.
It's like
that is a bullet. It's like and it's like, what am I going to sit here and say? I didn't laugh when I saw that. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy.
But the thing that I don't know. I guess like the thing that I find that feels so insane to me is that like ever since I was a little kid, like growing up in Louisiana, white people have wanted a race war.
Sure.
Like ever since I was like a little kid, and not like obviously like I'm talking about very specific white people.
There's a percentage of people that
And the thing about a war is like at least two sides have to want to fight it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get a third side in there.
Sure. Like it can get messy, but we need at least two.
And I find that like there is a war that so many different groups of people want, and then they'll even try to flip the war onto you where you're like, you want war too, and then you're like, I actually don't.
Not really. We had nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
Please stop talking like the Joker. I mean, that's the fucking craziest part of all this shit is like the second like Charlie Kirk died, which, shouldn't have gotten killed, but like every Republican was like, now you're going to regret what you've done. It's like, what the fuck did we do? Some insane, who knows, like kid whose brain is poisoned, or I don't mean to fucking, don't make me take my Knicks hat off and put my tin foil hat on. It's like, or the CIA or Mossad or whatever. It wasn't, here's what it wasn't. It wasn't a guy who voted for Kamala Harris that killed him. I'll tell you that much. You know what I mean? It's like, and it's big. You're right. It's like the stakes have been raised where it's like, why is the rhetoric getting violent because of a fucked up assassination that no one is happy for? I mean, personally, I don't think any podcaster should face violence. So that was my number one. That's my number one. Like, that's the lens I view it through. But it's like, it is crazy that very quickly it became like, you killed the one who would peacefully debate you. Now you're. It's like, no, we did. I didn't kill anybody. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, it's also, I don't know. There's a whole logic loop that you have to try to close, that like left-leaning people want to take all the guns, but also they're the gun nuts.
Yeah. Gay people are like, trans people are like mentally ill gay guys, but also they're super criminal masterminds. And it's like, which one is it, man? Which one? I know what you mean. It is, but it is, I mean, that is kind of classic othering and finding a scapegoat in society when everything else is being, I mean, the billionaire class is absolutely sucking our society dry of everything. And it's like, everyone is disaffected. Everyone's quality of life is going down. And yeah, it's a society that's very easy to scapegoat, to pick something and say it's this, because people want an easy answer. Yeah, I think that's really the biggest. That's what's going on here. I mean, it's crazy how, like, they just did the fuck. I mean, this will be out in a few weeks, but it's like the controlling party is now they have the same mind as like hack comedians, because it's like, if they have no punchline, it's hack or autism. It's like, those are the two things they keep going to.
Yeah.
Where it's like, or I'm sorry, it's trans or autism. It's either trans or it's autism. And it's like, that's what we have. That's the solution to inequality. No fucking, no like.
Or just like rising grocery prices.
Yeah,
and
every
like
quality of life across the board is bad.
Not actually like ending all these like foreign wars and everything.
Right. Billions to other fucking places. Yeah. It's crazy.
Not actually like bringing the price of housing down.
I know, it's impossible to have a fucking house. And you're talking about wanting conservative values. Like, how the fuck can people have a family when they can't afford shit? Why can't we be little league coaches who are, I want to be frustrated with my life and take it out on a fucking little league team, but we don't even have that. We don't even have the ability to do that.
Yeah.
Take it out on your son's friends. Tell them they need to run out the ground ball more because you're frustrated at your middle management job. There's not even middle management jobs that suck dick. You can't even be a guy who fucking is like, you know, who works at a fucking like pick a blinds company and makes like 90 grand a year. That doesn't even exist. Now like blinds.com, blindsdirect.com, and it's just like from some guy selling them straight from Alibaba or whatever the fuck. It's just like, I don't know. It's crazy. But I don't know. I was at the point you're making about like the two sides. Sorry, I cut you off to talk about, because I thought I was anticipating where it's like how violent shit has gotten, how it's like we're trying to get a war going. Is that
a little bit? I mean, well, this is my thing. It's like there has been a paranoia about a war because I mean, in the South since forever, there's been the belief that like there was going to be some sort of like race war and we should do it before they do it and everything.
Right.
And then it has turned into like not just race, like race is a part of it, but now like left and right, since left still has like, it's still got some of the material same stuff in it, but it is a bit different. And even then, it's like the people who really want it try to project onto you that you want it. So then when they're like you're so glad that this thing happened, and then you're like, no, I'm actually not.
No, it sucks.
People almost don't know what to do with it.
Right.
And that's why, like, I've been, I mean, anyone who like follows me or anyone who's been like listening to me is probably getting sick of me saying this, but it's true. It's like what we've done now, and it's a manner of speaking, so it's very hard to undo. But what we've done now is made anyone a representative of the right or left.
Right. Yeah.
So now, if I want to be
like, I just disagree with them and I have my opinions, if I disagree with you, you're the opposite.
Not even just that. It's like, if I want to say, oh man, all of the right are Nazis.
Right.
And then I point to 3 actual Nazis.
Right.
And that's supposed to represent half the country.
Right. That's a good point.
And then the left, it's like when they're like, the left is like celebrating. It's like, all right, look, I can't speak for like every single person.
Yeah.
I know I wasn't like celebrating and posting myself, like making fun or anything like that.
Sure.
I can only control what I do. And then I also know that like everyone's being served a certain thing. They're trying to keep you on the app longer. So it's like, to me, it's like to let, like, all I know is that the representatives, like Democrat representatives, stuff like that, said all the things you're supposed to say.
Absolutely.
So now the fact that like a former president, like sitting senators, Congress people all over the country could all say the right thing, but like dipshit 2012 is what makes you want to go to war.
Yeah.
Because now
and
you're like, that guy's making fun of it. It's like, what power does this guy have? And is this a bot?
Totally. Is it even real? Is it a fucking guy? Is it some guy who's trying to engagement farm to get paid on Twitter? I mean, that happens a lot. And also, let's flip it to the other side. It's like the other representatives are using violent rhetoric. Like that's the thing that's fucking anyway, whatever.
But that's what I mean, where I'm kind of like, there's one side that like clearly wants some sort of war, or they're trying to stoke a thing.
The ante,
and I'm like, but you can't fight a war with somebody that doesn't want to fight.
No. And we're also too, by the way, we're too fucking fat for civil war. That's the other thing. It's like, you're telling me how many people who are posting would even be allowed into the military, BMI wise.
But that's my thing. Is that it's like those.
It's gonna be like fat snipers taking each other out from like miles away. That's the only way we'll get civil war.
Yeah,
people in like Wall-E chairs shooting each other with drones.
Yeah,
like that's the only way we're capable of civil war. Anyway, whatever. So let's get some questions, because we have to. You have to actually talk about this stuff for a living at the Daily Show after this. So let's give a couple. I appreciate this. You know, it's good to talk about this stuff, but we also have, I'm sure, people who want permission to cheat on their wives. You know, people whose dicks are too small to get put. Like, this is the intellectual show you've come on here, Josh. So let's get some good questions. I'm sure Aldous has got some really good ones for us. And anything you want to plug, by the way? I mean, you're on the road. YouTube, you put out stand up all the time on YouTube. Great channel going.
Yeah. If you want to check me out at Josh Johnson Comedy on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok, that's where I post my stuff. And then if you go to joshjohnsоncomedy.com, you can get tickets to shows.
Hell yeah.
Or join waitlists and then get those tickets as soon as we add them.
All links in the description.
Fuck, I got to talk to you about that waitlist shit. I've been trying to. We're dragging our feet on actually having our own list, and that's pretty dumb. But yeah, go check it out, and let's take some calls here, LD. In a world of online shopping, customer reviews matter more than anything. I know me, when I'm looking for anything, I filter for 4 stars and up. Honestly, 4.5 if I'm feeling real prissy. Don't give me none of that dog doo-doo. I want only the best. And that's why, if you run an e-commerce business, you know the reviews matter on how customers get your product. Nothing is going to level up your business like ShipStation, which goes above and beyond just shipping labels. It's order fulfillment excellence. It ensures accuracy. You get shipments out the door faster, and now you're going to wow your customers, aka the shit that really matters. What your customers want, what's going to get you that 5-star and keep growing the business. We've been using ShipStation, incredibly easy. You know, am I in there day to day shipping things? No, I'm past that. But from what I hear from my trusted lieutenants, it has automated our shipping tasks and manages orders in one simple dashboard. I love that about ShipStation, and you will too. There's a reason why successful businesses use ShipStation. It'll grow with you. You start small, it'll scale up to 40 times what you started at. 2 to 3 times faster than average. Automate your workflow, save time, reduce human error. Nothing like those pesky. The way this podcast is produced is almost solely human error. We need ShipStation for podcast production. They find the right carriers to get your stuff out there. They go over, I think they said 400. Is that true? 400 motherfuckers. Damn. they'll listen. They're gonna match you with the right carrier to get your stuff out there. And more importantly, they're going to get those reviews singing. They're going to get those reviews humming. La, 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 5 stars. Wow your customers and get rave reviews with cheaper, faster, and better shipping. Upgrade to ShipStation today to get 60-day free trial at ShipStation.com/Stavvy. There's no credit card or contract required, and you can cancel anytime. That's ShipStation.com/Stavvy, Stavvy.
Hey, Stav and guests. So here's my situation. I'm in my early 30s, and both women in this story are in their late 20s. I have a really great job and a really great girlfriend. My girlfriend and I generally have a fantastic relationship. We have our occasional communication errors, but I think that she's smart, kind, cute, and gorgeous. She also takes her work seriously, though, and we both have to travel quite a bit in our jobs. Because of that, we have given one another hall passes. We have agreed that if we are apart for a while, we are okay with the other person having a couple casual dates or sleeping with somebody else just for fun. Despite that agreement, though, neither of us has ever actually done it in the almost year that we've been together. In a few weeks, she is going away for 3 or 4 months, and there is a woman at the same company as me who is obviously interested in me.
He wants to fuck a coworker? This is fucking crazy. Keep going.
A woman at the same company as me who is obviously interested in me. So I'm at the point where part of me wants to go and have a couple casual dates and hook up with this woman just for fun, but I'm kind of scared that if I do it, my girlfriend might feel a little jealous, and the woman from work, even if she is into it, might feel like shit once my girlfriend comes back and I tell her we have to stop hooking up.
Well, that's not when you would tell her.
Worst case scenario, I lose my girlfriend and piss off my work friend. Best case scenario, they're both into it, and I'm having threesomes on the regular.
Oh my God, this guy's out of his mind.
I will say a couple things off top.
Please,
right?
please.
I love a dreamer.
Yeah, this is the kind of optimism we need in this country.
Like this is like and look. Like Solomon, I'm being so serious right now because like yes, we're obviously gonna like roast a bunch of things that you have to say and stuff like that. But genuinely, this is the type of optimism that like creates the like pogo stick.
Sure.
Like this is how things.
This is what got us to the moon. Because this is the thinking that got us to the moon.
Because this doesn't make any sense. So it's like you need to believe like this to change the world.
Absolutely.
That being said, it is so cute that he thinks neither one of them have acted on it yet.
Oh, that's a good point too.
Like that to me is adorable. That it's like we've had this hall pass for a year, and you know she goes away sometimes, I go away sometimes, and neither one of us has done anything. And it's like in my head, I'm not trying to be mean when I say this, but it's like I don't know if y'all have really had discussion on if you're gonna tell each other.
Right.
So maybe she's just done it and been like, well, we said we could do it. Why would I tell you?
Yeah.
Like why would you want to hear that unless y'all are into that, right?
For sure.
Then
that's a good point.
The idea,
point one,
because already as a man, sometimes and especially if you've been in relationships or if you had a lot of hookups, but like most men don't know which women are like into them. Like when you're really feeling vibes, you could be feeling vibes by yourself.
That's a good point.
So it's like obviously into me also worries me because any friend I've had say that
that's a great point.
On the verge of maybe getting like slapped in the face because it's like I'm reading all the signs. She's like eating ice cream in front of me, man. Why would she want a delicious treat unless she was trying to get some, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Then on top of that, you're assuming a woman who you're not already hooking up with wants to get in this mess. Like I feel like there are like maybe in Brooklyn or whatever, or like in Portland, Oregon or something like that. There are people that are more like ethically non-monogamous and stuff. But you're assuming this woman who you have not gone on a date or hooked up with yet,
just the lady you've had lunch with at the office,
will be like, oh yeah, I will sleep with you while your girlfriend's not in town.
Yeah.
As a starter, that's how we're going to begin.
Well, what I love about that, I'm with you, by the way. And the funniest thing is, he hasn't thought about that because he's thinking, well, I'll fuck her and worry about the rest later. Because he's saying, when my girlfriend comes back and I tell her, like, to him, he hasn't even considered letting her know, like, hey, I'm in an open relationship, essentially. Like, do you want to hook up? I know this is weird, but I like you. And I mean, you're spot on with so much stuff. And I'll take some other, I think you nailed a lot of it. Them not acting on it is a great point. Like, do you know that for a fact? Because it seems like you're leaving a lot of this as like, we've given each other hall passes, but no one's done anything. Do you know that? Do you have clear, like, rules and communication? Has she been fucking a bunch of other guys? Also, if you, okay, let's say for a second that is true, right? That nothing's happened. And you're worried your girlfriend will be upset. What you should do is talk to her. You should be like, hey, you're about to go for 4 months. Can we read? Because it's been theoretical, this hall pass thing in the past, but now it feels like if we're serious about this, we should. And not just for her, but for him too, right? Yeah. Because like he's under the impression that she hasn't fucked. What if she's been like, oh, I've been hooking up every time I go on a trip, I fucking got, right?
The weekend.
Yeah. Even if when you're going for eight hours, I consider that a long distance thing. But so. Now is a perfect opportunity to really drill down on this. That's number one. And by the way, if you haven't, maybe both of you are bluffing and you should just be like, hey, I actually like you. I'm not cut out for this. Yeah. Can we I'll come visit you. Like 3 or 4 months in the grand scheme of things isn't crazy, right? You need to really check in because it's about to get real and you're not prepared. And number two, if you're going to, first of all, don't fuck a girl in your fucking office, idiot.
Like that's
crazy. You're so right.
I didn't even get to that because in my head it's like worst case scenario, I lose my girlfriend and piss off my work friend, right? And it's like that is not the worst case scenario.
No, you get fired and you have a suit for sexual harassment.
Like that's this is the type of thinking that once again, Solomon, you need to dream. All right?
I like that you're dreaming.
At the same time, you have to, like, in order to enact any dream, you have to understand when you're asleep and when you're awake. Yeah. Because, like, this thing of, like, even threesomes now, it's like...
Threesomes.
My man.
Him saying that's the best case scenario, which I guess he's right. I guess that is the best case scenario.
I guess, yes.
They're both like, wow, you're awesome, and we want to also fuck each other, but no other guys, just you. It's like, all right, I guess that's technically the best case scenario.
The only way that this makes sense to me is if, like... And not to be that guy. This is very like internet coded right now. This is very Reddit. But like maybe he's 6'5". Right. Like maybe all this stuff is really a possibility in his life.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Because like he could be rich, he could be hot.
I will say the whole idea truly of like a hall pass thing is already a little bit irregular. That's already a little bit like
100%.
Oh, okay. Y'all are open to some things.
Also, the only way it works is if if a guy and a woman. You have to be hot, like a 6'5", like very desirable guy, and or rich and or famous. That's the only way that like a guy can keep pace with or I mean I guess certain guys are like true like Casanova types,
or just abusive,
or a piece of shit, true, or like a sociopath, but like something irregular has to work for it to balance out in a way that works for people.
Because normally, if you're gonna be long distance off and on, some people will just break up.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's
or
like
cheat. Some
y'all
people will
clearly
just cheat.
Want to be together. Y'all had this conversation, so I understand how it's not completely out of the realm of possibility that like. Maybe this is the person I will show interest in. Yeah. But like your work.
Yeah.
Your work is like, man.
That's a great point. Here's the thing. If don't try and fuck your work friend because it's complicated. If you can't fuck another woman, or if you can't get signs from another woman that's not work, that wouldn't be messy, that it's just a short-term fling, if you can't get that, you're not going to survive this. If the only woman who wants to fuck you is a lady that you've been sort of soft wearing down for months, if you're not the kind of guy who can go fuck a random girl, a random open hookup relationship is not going to work for you because your girlfriend, let me tell you this, will be able to fuck somebody.
Can I tell you as well that like it already said, the reason I think that this might be a bad idea and like I hope, look, I don't want to plant the seeds of like making a person go crazy. Sure. I'm just saying that like to what you just said, right? You're gonna have problems out here because I feel like it from this voicemail, it sounds like you already have too deep a crush on the person you would be hooking up with.
That's a great point.
So it's like
that's a great point.
If you're the type of person to get a genuine crush on everyone that you hook up with, that's like the number one reason to not do any of this for y'all. Even if you're like ethically non-monogamous, whatever. It's like if you catch feelings every time, that's too much feelings to go around, you know?
Yeah. No, this is classic. This isn't real. This is a fantasy. You're about to do it. You're about to like, this is like you've been planning a heist, but now you got to put the ski mask on and you got to load the gun.
Yeah.
And it's like, are you ready to fire the gun?
Yeah.
Because if you're not, quit, man. This life isn't for you. So
also, you're doing the robbery with someone who may have done plenty of robberies before. It's like there's in every heist movie.
His girlfriend's like, oh, yawning.
Yeah.
Her fucking heart rate couldn't be lower.
Like not even heist movie. In every kidnap movie, even the ones based on true stories, there's always one person. As soon as they kidnap this person, they go, "We gotta kill him. We gotta should have done this. We gotta get rid of the body.
Yeah,
dude. We gotta kill him."
So, good luck. It doesn't feel good. I would say check back in with your girlfriend. The only way this will possibly work is you hook up with people who are not affecting the rest of your life, and you let them know before, not after, when your girlfriend comes back, like, oh, by the way, we're not dating. I have a girlfriend. The only way this works is you have the conversation with your girlfriend, and you also have this conversation with the other person up front. We don't think you have it in, you cut out for it, but good luck, buddy. Our old pals at Ridge Wallet. What a company. What a product. Streamlined, slim. Some of you listening right now probably have an old crusty wallet, thick as hell, throwing off your back alignment. It's weighing you down. You're sitting on it, fucking your spine up. Disgusting. You make me fucking sick. You need a fucking Ridge Wallet, baby. You need that good shit. It's stylish. Over 50 colors to choose from. Aluminum, titanium, carbon fiber, whatever you want. Sleek. It holds a shit ton of 12 cards plus cash on a nice little fucking thin, streamlined wallet. And listen, losing your wallet's the worst. That's why they got the AirTag attachment. Okay, you gonna put that in your big fucked up leather wallet? I don't think so, Chief. You'll always know exactly where it is with your, and I'm a very forgetful guy. I said this last time, I have to order this. We have to talk to our friends at Ridge so I can throw that shit on my wallet, Elders. What the fuck are you doing? I mentioned this last time. There was no action from you. You're not proactive at all. Unlike with the Ridge Wallet. The Ridge Wallet Corporation. I love them so much. And I fuck with their bags. The backpack I use on my... You know, I'm a stroll lord. I stroll with a little Ridge backpack. Just enough for my sundries for the day. Charger. You know, a book if I'm pretending to read by a park bench, looking around, maybe some bitches see me, they think I'm a fucking well-read guy. They're like, wow, this guy's smart. He's reading The Giver. Wow. He's reading shit they made him read in high school. He hasn't really thought about a book since then. No, I read. I read a lot, thank you. Anyway, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the Ridge Wallet. For a limited time, our listeners get 10% off at Ridge by using code Stavvy at checkout. Just head to ridge.com and use code Stavvy, S-T-A-V-V-Y, and you are all set. After you purchase, they will ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them that our show sent you. Please. Next question, Big Eld.
Stavros Eldest and guest, I have a bit of a conundrum. I went on vacation to France.
Nice.
Kind of a half vacation, half work trip. I was studying some of the things I do for a living without going into too much detail.
Okay.
And as a result, it not being a get pussy trip, I was not prepared to meet a lovely young woman.
Like he puts it in his calendar really that way. Keep going.
Prepared to meet a lovely young woman who I had a really nice evening with, and then a really nice night with. Some of the shit she did, man. Vive la France. So I didn't have a critical piece of equipment handy. Didn't want to miss my opportunity. Decided to roll those dice.
Is
now,
she talking about a condom?
I should not have rolled those dice.
Wow, bro.
Because I got a phone call a couple days ago. For reference, this is about 3 months after I'm back stateside.
Oh, fuck.
And she is pregnant. So obviously, first question was, should we get rid of it? She was very Catholic, and so she is opposed. It's her call, of course.
French?
But I'm not entirely sure what to do. I don't think she can come after me for child support across the Atlantic Ocean.
That's not the question, man. That's not the first thing you think of, bro.
Can come after me for child support across the Atlantic Ocean.
This guy's like, Trump's, I love this isolationism. Keep us cut off from the rest of the world. You're lucky she's not Israeli. You would have had to send her fucking $1 billion in child support.
Dude, this is
nuts. Keep going. Does
this happen all the time?
This is a new one, actually. Good question. Now, let's keep rolling. I need to hear the rest of this.
That said, I don't want to be a deadbeat dad. I don't want to fly to France once a year on Christmas. I don't think I can afford to fly to France once a year on Christmas. But I don't speak French and have no way to earn a living in France.
Holy fuck, dude.
But EU citizenship, and also the possibility that for at least a little while longer, I would still be experiencing what I experienced on that night. Although probably the throttle would come down a little bit on that. Anyway,
he's like, all right, now that we've talked about that stuff, she was pretty good at fucking, so maybe I fuck her a couple more times.
Silver lining.
Silver lining. Finish up. Let's finish up what he has to say.
Would come down a little bit on that. Anyway, I don't want to bring her over here. I mean, she's an attractive white woman. She'd be fine, but still, immigration being what it is. Anyway, do I abandon my life and move to France, or do I stay here in the United States and abandon my responsibilities? Or something in between. Okay. Love you. Kisses. Bye.
There's the most amount of middle ground between those two things.
I know.
Is crazy.
This is nuts.
Wait.
Holy fuck.
So
this is making me fucking scared.
I've actually never.
What happened in London, Stav?
Thank God, nothing.
Dude, I don't know if I've ever heard. I've known plenty of people my entire life who like got someone pregnant and then they were a dad and not expecting to be, and they didn't have like means. So it's like now you're broke and you're trying to like raise a kid and everything. I've never seen an international situation like this where you're like, I actually can't afford to come once a year.
Yeah, that's not a good sign for this kid.
Like you're saying you don't want to be a deadbeat dad, but like I guess it depends on what a person's definition of deadbeat is.
You can't plan ahead and get a fucking $400 ticket, bro. You can't set aside a little money to visit.
I mean, how were you in France on the first? Because
he said it was a work trip.
He literally said it was like half vacation, half work, because he was there, I guess, to research or something. So it's like, you've been before. Did that take like 3 years to save up?
Yeah. I mean, also like no condom, just in case. Also like, how much? I mean, did you nut inside a stranger with no condom? Because then it really is vacation. Then you're really in a Jimmy Buffett vacation mindset. You're out. This is fucking nuts,
man. I feel so genuinely ill because
tough.
Then also he's like, I don't speak French. I don't have any way of like earning a living there.
Yeah, what is your job? He says he doesn't want to go into detail, but yeah, it sounds like he's a fucking like an academic, which oof.
I mean, it sounds like he doesn't want to go in detail because he doesn't want to be found.
Yeah, she can't come after me for child support. Even phrasing it that way.
Dude, come after me, but also saying you don't want to be a deadbeat dad. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like this is like the premier language of someone who's like lying about what they want to have happen.
For sure.
Because it's like, I don't want to be a deadbeat dad. Also, she'll never find me. It's like it's literally like when someone's sitting in interrogation in a cop movie and they're like, I didn't do anything and you'll never find the body.
Yeah.
Why would you say that?
Come on, man.
How do you know I'll never find the body if you didn't do anything?
Because okay, let's say this woman is in America and you get her pregnant, she wants to keep the kid. You would just you would probably, I don't know, maybe you would try and have a relationship with this person, but at the minimum, you would be like, okay, I will help with this kid, right? The fact you don't get an out because she's in France, like it's like if
he's hoping through like some like asterisk in the Geneva Conventions, he might.
Yeah. Like if you were in, let's say this motherfucker lives in New York and this girl's in France. If you were in New York and this girl's in fucking Southern California, that's about the same it's just because the geography doesn't change what's happened here, you fucking asshole. You have a kid. Look, it sucks. We all know the fucking risks when we nut. Okay? We all know them. You never think it's gonna be you. It's you, brother. Sorry. That sucks. That sucks dick. But you can't be a dead. You have to help out this woman with this kid. And you're thinking about fucking this lady, whatever. It's like, look, I don't know what to tell you, but you have to decide, do you want to pursue some kind of relationship with this person? If yes, okay, then do that. Maybe you're long-term, maybe you're visiting, maybe she's visiting, and maybe one of you ends up moving to the other's country. If you don't, then you will have separate lives, but you have to, at a minimum, provide financial support for what is your child. That's the two fucking options, dickhead. There's no secret third, oh, you're actually absolved of all your responsibilities. I don't know what to tell you. It sucks, but it happened to you, and be a fucking man. Step up, bro.
Also, you could learn French. You could learn French. It's learnable.
You could move. And by the way,
you could learn it with the kids.
Is it the worst thing to leave America, bro? I was in Europe. I was looking at Amsterdam like, this looks nice. Dude. I was thinking about moving to Greece and living in Greece and Amsterdam half the time, dude, and maybe visiting America fucking for 2 months a year or some shit to tour.
If it's also such a burden, you could just get married and then you would have your EU. Like, I mean, I feel like that's what he was alluding to. And it's like now it's at least easier for you to get in and you can stay for longer. Yeah, I mean, everything.
Look, like totally the option, but yes, but basically they boil down to try and have a relationship with somebody you don't even really know, which is a little weird. But fine, if you want to do that, you want to do that. I'm not judging. Or don't keep your life, but give her money. Those are literally your two options. There's no other option.
She could teach you French.
Dude.
Like she speaks
Duolingo, brother.
Yeah, like she literally speaks 2 languages for you to understand her.
Also, yeah, I mean none of these are the actual factors. The factors are he doesn't want to admit that he's a fucking dad now, and you are, bro. You are. This motherfucker's gonna send her like champagne, hope she just fucking drinks the pregnancy away.
It is crazy that
Catholic
as a new dad, like as someone who's gonna be a dad, right?
Yeah.
That like I can see how as a guy in another country you could convince yourself you're not a dad because you don't have to be there.
Sure, out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah, but it's like I guess you just never go to France again?
Yeah, look, dude, if this were me, I don't fucking know. But I mean,
do you think you'd move?
I wouldn't move, but I would be a part of this person's life. I mean, I guess if it were me, well, I guess take being rich out of it, because if it were me, I'd be like, all right, I guess I have a fucking kid. I guess I'm going to France 3 times a year. Fuck, I guess got to work the funny bones more now. I guess I got to be on the road 30% more than I wanted to. Eldest, forget about that raise. I gotta send a kid to private school in Lyon. But like, if I'm just me making an okay living, I would just be like, all right. I guess I would initially talk to this person, see what we have, see if we have any common ground. I guess you sort of would just, if you're single and nothing else is going on, you kind of like this person, I would give it the college try and see, like, maybe this was just the random way that, like, I found who I was supposed to be with. If that didn't happen, then I'd be like, okay, we're not meant to be together, but obviously I'm not going to abandon my kid. Here's an agreed upon amount of money, and I would also try and be a part of the kid's life. Maybe I'd visit, maybe I'd ask, have that kid visit here. That's what you do, man. You find a middle ground and you make the best of it. That's what you get for nutting in a stranger on a work trip, bro. Let this be I wish we had a condom sponsor. I mean, how good would that be right now?
I mean, I feel like.
What about you? What would you do?
I don't know. I mean, admittedly, if I was in his position, I don't know. I might move.
Interesting.
Because the thing about like, if you care about being in the kid's life and everything, like you still have tons of options as far as like if you don't have the money to like visit a lot, then you probably don't have the money to bring her here. True. But you could go over there. True. And like, you know, people are either going to know what I'm talking about or not know what I'm like. Maybe I don't know what I'm saying, but by and large, I feel like in France, outside of like proper in Paris, like in New York, France is like pretty affordable, I thought. Like, I mean, they're not having the best economy right now, but like the structures in Europe around how much people pay for things. When you visit, you're like, oh wait, okay, it was very expensive to get over here.
Yeah.
You're like, it was very expensive to get over here, but to actually like live here, relative to how we live, it's not that bad. They haven't screwed their people out of like everything.
No, true, and there's a basic social safety net and all this other shit. That's a good point. Maybe it is just an opportunity to fucking say fuck it and move. But hey, brother, you got to make a decision one way or the other. Good luck, pal.
This is what Before Sunrise should have actually been. Ethan Hawke knocks her up, and then the next two movies are like them fighting through a divorce.
Yeah. The world is a dark and dangerous place full of scammers trying to get your money. You are not safe. You are in danger. Your money is in danger. You need to use apps to transfer money that protect against scammers. Okay? Lucky for you, Cash App's got your back. We're talking built-in card security that keeps your money safe and the protections you expect with the Cash App card. Advanced built-in security that keeps your money safe. Your personal info stays personal, and you get help right when you need it. Something goes awry, they got a crew ready to assist you and make sure, the scammers don't get your shit. We got security lock, Face ID, biometric authentication. No one's touching your stuff, buddy. Okay? You got peace of mind. 24/7 fraud monitoring. They don't sleep. They got people all across the globe, different times. I don't know how they do it, but they got it figured out. You can spend with peace of mind today. And order a Cash App card in the app or at Cash App/card. For a limited time, new Cash App customers can earn $10 off if they use code SECURE10 in their profile at sign up and send $5 to a friend within 14 days. Terms apply. Cash App is a financial services platform, not a bank. Banking services provided by Cash App's bank partners. Prepaid debit cards issued by Sutton Bank, member FDIC. Discounts provided by Cash App, a Block Inc. brand. Visit cashapp.app/legal/podcast for full disclosures. All right, here's another one, Eldest, before we have to say goodbye to our pal Josh.
Hi, Stavros. I'm calling to get some input about what I should do about the fact that my husband, who I love so much, he is truly an incredible man, but he stopped smoking weed about 6 months ago for his job. And he's a very serious person, and I know this about him. We've been together for about 10 years. I'm pregnant. Like, we're serious, and I love him. Like, I love him for who he is. But his goofy, silly, lighthearted side comes out way easier and more often when he smokes and when he's high. So
she was like, help my husband stop smoking weed.
Like, I didn't really realize how much he kind of leaned on marijuana for that side of him to come out.
He's hysterical.
And I just miss it. I'm a pretty lighthearted person generally, and he's like definitely just more of a serious man by nature. And so, yeah, I guess what I'm calling about is to get some input on either anything that I can do to help him bring that side of him out more often, or anything that I can do to just kind of deal with it. Because I I just really miss seeing that side of him. And it does come out sometimes, just not nearly as often. And I'm under a lot of stress with this pregnancy, and I could really use that lighthearted, silly, goofy side of him a little more often. So, yeah. Thank you very much. Have a good one.
If you don't mind, first of all, before we even get to this,
please,
shout out to you for giving us the two opposite sides of the spectrum on how a man takes a pregnancy. because wow, you went from someone who doesn't even want to be a dad to someone who's literally being so serious, it's bumming his wife out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Getting a better job, stop smoking weed.
Yeah, it's like literally these are all the things you usually try to get a guy to do before his baby comes into the world.
Totally.
And I will say though, in earnest, I do think the answer is just going to therapy, because clearly there's like something about him that he's like not letting out in the everyday world and like and in his normal life, that the weed calms him enough to like let loose. Because I can't imagine she's just talking about the way he giggles when he's high.
Right.
I imagine that for her to keep saying side, it's like there's a whole other facet of personality that isn't coming out. And so I genuinely think that I genuinely think that the only way that might happen is through like some sort of couples therapy, because it doesn't sound like he's being bad. It just sounds like he's being serious. And maybe, you know, I understand that she is having the baby, but if he is being present and doing everything he's supposed to do, he's also under a lot of stress.
Yes, I was going to say that for sure.
So I just think maybe that's the way forward, because too many people do the thing that she was saying, or just like deal with it, or just like get over it or whatever. Because you know what life could be like now. Like if this dude was always serious and you were like, I wish he'd lighten up a little bit, but you know a side of him that is not this. So
well, I think you hit on a couple things that I was thinking, which number one, you're both stressed, right? Like I think that's another thing, is like obviously you take precedent, like you're the one carrying the kid, you're having a harder time, no question. But at the same time, he's probably worried about being a dad, right? And also think about, you're like, I miss his goofy side. He had the time to smoke weed back then. His job was easier. He didn't have a kid on the way. Mm-hmm. So do you miss that side of him, or do you miss how he felt when he was carefree? Because as somebody who has stopped for, I did a whole year of complete sobriety. I'll do breaks of sobriety. I'm about to probably break that pretty soon, but I haven't smoked for a little bit. But like, I definitely used to think like, when I was younger, I would drink a lot. I don't drink at all, really. I would smoke weed. I'd be like, I need this to relax, whatever. You learn that you're not a different person. And in fact, a lot of those things are easier when you're sober, but there is a ritual, and you don't miss those things. You miss like the lifestyle you had when you were fucked up all the time. I had no responsibilities when I was fucked up all the time. And this guy, he's fucking silly and goofy when you get to just chill with your wife and get high for 2 hours a night. That's an awesome time in your life. But he's got a new job, right? Probably that means more responsibilities. And the pregnancy. And so it's like, I don't think it's the weed. I think it's probably the fact that you guys are up against a lot. He probably senses your stress. He's stressed out. And this is, unfortunately, maybe this is part of growing up, but I don't think it's a bad call to be like, maybe he's stressed. Maybe there's some therapy you guys can deal with. Maybe he's got shit he needs to deal with. But I think you can get back to that goofy, silly, whatever, if you both sort of feel better. And also to realize you might just be in a stressful point of your life, right? Like there are ebbs and flows in life, and it's like, I have friends in your exact position. I've been watching it happen a couple times. People in my family, some of my closest friends have really gone through this recently, a few times, like 4 or 5 of my very close people in my life. And this is a really stressful time. Like, middle of pregnancy through the first like 3 years of a kid, people are fucking stressed out, and they're not goofy and lighthearted. They're just not. Like this is maybe like the hardest part of life on like when you're having a kid and raising it from like when it's completely defenseless to when it's like a little person. It's a stressful time. And I think what's important is key in on those moments. You're like, I see it sometimes. What's going on when you see it? You know what I mean? What are those moments? And can you recreate the rituals? Like, what were you doing when you were getting high? Was it like we'd get high, we'd order a pizza, and we'd watch, something stupid? Do that without the weed. Like, you know what I mean? Like, recreate the rituals without the drugs, and you might find it. You know what I mean? Maybe firing up Superbad and getting a fucking Meat Lovers is what you really need. You don't need to smoke a spliff. So I don't know. That's kind of my thought on the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're probably one viewing of Pineapple Express away to finding your way back. I do agree with everything that you said, because I just feel like one of the reasons I get very annoyed. I actually had this conversation yesterday. One of the reasons I get very annoyed when people say something sideways to you when they're a little high or when they're a little drunk is because I'm like, it's in there.
That's in there, absolutely.
You know what I mean? You may not even mean it the way you said it, but it's in there. Because it's not like you get drunk and then just start speaking like a different language.
Right. Somebody else's thoughts don't go into your head.
Yeah, it's like those are there. And so I think that all the things that the looseness, because this is what you're alluding to, is like the looseness of that side of him like coming out when he smoked. It's like that is there, it's him. So then it's mostly just, I think, through like communicating that maybe that's what you need. Because this is the other thing too. It's like, imagine you're over here, maybe this is not necessarily this scenario, but like just as an idea, you're maybe over here taking some extra shifts. You're over here like stressing, trying to make sure everything's there for the baby. And then it turns out your wife is like, the thing that you could do that would help me the most is just like hang out with me tonight.
Right.
It's like, that's actually a relief.
Sure.
That's like a huge relief. It's like, you mean I don't need to work 80 hours a week to have money saved for like the right crib so the baby doesn't bounce out of it or anything like that? It's like, no, I just need you to like hang out with me. I've
twice a week, let's have a fucking night where we really chill, like hard. Yeah. You're right. That would be kind of nice to say, you know what I mean, to hear. You got to go. We don't want to make you late. So it is one. So we'll maybe we'll wrap up, do a very final one once Josh is gone. But Josh, thanks so much for coming, brother.
Dude, thank you. Awesome. Thank you. I will. If you want, let's see. I will order the Uber here.
Okay.
And then stay for as long as
until the guy gets you.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, good luck to our pregnant friend here, and we believe in you. You got a nice setup going. And I think we gave you some fucking good advice. So, Eldest, you got a nice quick one for us to go out on?
Oh, yeah.
What's up, Stav? What's up, Eldest? I was just listening to the live show where the guy had a call-in about not getting his dick sucked by his wife, and Eldest suggested using, like, playing cards of some sort as a forum to sort of get that conversation started a little bit. I have another super effective way of doing that. I'm 25, I'm engaged, and with some of the issues that I faced in my relationship, which is very similar to not getting head as much as I would like, listening to this podcast with my fiance has made it really, really easy to sort of take the situations that other people are calling about and apply them to our own relationship.
So funny.
And it has made things a lot easier. And I don't have to do the thing the Eldest said, which is like freaking out and being like, you don't suck my dick enough. So anyways, guys, I really appreciate it.
He just has
fans. Just figured you guys would want to hear this. So
thanks, man.
We'll talk to you guys later.
That's important.
It's very funny because he says like a similar problem to that guy, but it sounds like an identical problem.
Yeah. What could it be? What's similar? For just getting pussy at all? That is really funny to just have just waiting for your girlfriend to come in and then when she does, you start pressing play on a call about not getting your dick sucked.
He's got the time code ready.
Yeah. I've heard about like people doing that. Like what was it? There was some guy that was talking about how his wife started like just leaving like books of erotica around the house.
Hilarious.
And it's like that's cute, that you think he's just going to start reading a random book. You know that thing that men love to do. You drop a book, we'll pick it right up. Start.
It better be a fucking picture book.
Yeah.
It better have tits in it if
also,
you want him to get horny.
Also, to say it's like been left around the house.
Right. What is he going to tidy up?
Yeah.
I mean, this is not reading and cleaning are not what you think of when it comes. Although it is the kind of guy who's doesn't want to fuck his wife, which is maybe he is a reader. I don't know. I read. Thank you very much. I'm also a horny dumbass, but good to know. We're happy to hear that this podcast is somehow helping couples in love fuck each other and continue to be sexually adventurous. So keep sucking each other off, everybody. Josh, thanks for coming, brother.
Dude,
this was
thanks
so
for
great.
having me, man.
Absolutely. And we will talk to you guys next time. Bye-bye.